Hello, Digidestin. Welcome to the King's Court. Now, this is the video I wanted to talk about for about a week now. Now, as we all know, the recent EX4 set dropped about a week and a no, not even a week, about half a week ago, roughly, give or take. Well, either way. Now, a lot of good stuff came out of that set. Some power up stuff for the Shine Greymon deck, which I did manage to get, luckily. Power up stuff for the Dark Knightmon deck, which, if you've seen channel member Michael's most recent deck profile, which if you haven't seen, go ahead and go check it out. It was our last video. And if you haven't seen it, thank you so much. That video is growing pretty quickly. And also, I get distracted so easily. I'm so sorry. But I want to bring this up really quick. Thank you so much for 113 subscribers as of recording of this video. I'm sorry that our hundreds, if you've been looking forward to our 100 subscriber special, I'm sorry it's been taking a while. We had to wait for something specific to come in the mail, and we already have the gameplay of Digimon is going to be involved. I don't want to go full spoilers, but basically we have that done. Now we just need to record you'll see. Basically, we should have it up definitely Friday by this week, because we had to record the last two parts. We had to schedule it basically because we got some personal stuff to take care of outside of TCGs and gaming and YouTube. So we just got to take care of that. But don't worry, it's just everyday life sort of stuff. So we're taking care of that. Then we have it scheduled to take care of. So basically, we'll have that up soon. So in the meantime, I wanted to talk about this, the EX4 set, and where I think the Bwgm deck stands, because if you're new to the channel, for the record, hi, how you doing? Every new set I like to talk about. I have a series in the channel called Agumon Expert, or the Agumon Expert, where we discuss Digimon tribal decks, primarily Greymon tribal decks. Because that's my personal favorite Digimon. I've said it so many times. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. My favorite Digimon of all time is Bwgm. 100%. It's what got me to start playing the game, and honestly, it's a deck I'm never dropping. Like, Power Creep is a thing. I don't care. It could happen. I don't care. I'm never dropping it ever. So I want to talk about where the deck is right now, and as well, I wanted to go over this new guy, the new Gaiomon that we received in the new EX4 set. Check it out. Managed to get the alternate art. Man, it looks so sick, especially right there next to the old Gaiomon. It looks so good. I love this because, in case nobody knows, the alternate art Gaiomons I play in my deck, I actually got for my birthday last year. Same with my alternate art Black Wars. And this one, channel member Michael actually managed to get this for me. So, that makes the card even more special to me. Especially since I stink at pulling cards I want. Like, I've always had a good luck in pulling cards in sets other people want, but I suck at pulling cards I want. I don't know why. Anyone else have that issue? Yo, video question for the video. Let me know in the comments what's your luck been like in pulling in sets. In Digimon, the best I ever got, I managed to pull a alternate art Death Exmon. I sold that thing right away because this is back when Death Exmon alternate art was like peak almost close to $100. So I sold that thing right away for the money. And in Yu-Gi-Oh, the best I ever pulled was Secret Rare Dante when it was like $100. So that was some crazy stuff right there. So, I pulled 2 Dantes in one box. That was nuts, honestly. So, back to, so yeah, let me know your craziest or worst pulls you ever had when it comes to pulling for cards you wanted. I want to know. We try to read every comment we get, and we try to reply. Sometimes we forget. Sorry, but back to the main discussion. I'm so sorry. Okay. I've been playtesting the deck a lot because right now, besides this deck, the only other deck I'm playing right now is Shine Greymon. And there's not much to say about that deck right now that I didn't already say in my previous Agumon Expert in deck profile on the deck, because the deck needs the Shine Greymon. It needs the power up stuff from BT13. There's no other way around it. But that's not the point right now. The point is right here. I personally think a lot of people are sleeping on Black War Greymon still. You always see people do like competitive tier lists, and they always say that ever since the deck got hit, well, they always think like, yes, it sucks that the yeah. Let's see. All right. There it is. Ever since the BT11 on Greymon X got hit, a lot of people sleep in the deck still. And yeah, I'm just gonna put this right here. I mean, it does suck, and and let's be honest, if you're any kind of War Greymon tribal player, like if you play War Greymon X, the red build, or if you're going to play that new black build that's going to come out with Destruction Deck, or if you're like me and you prefer Black War Greymon, there's no arguing. We all miss having this card at 4, but we take what we can get basically. So yeah, it stinks, but it doesn't mean the deck is dead. So because the deck still has a lot of crazy utility. Like lately, I've been using the what's it called? Messing around with the black build of the deck, which plays the this Koromon kind of sucks, but I've been using this this Koromon with the let's see, here it is, and there they are. And I've also been playing like the BT8 Black Agumon that lets you search for a Greymon and a Dragonkin, the Black X Antibody. And I've been also using the BT2 Greymon for Gaiomon, basically, because it gives them jamming. And I've been also, so that's like what I've been doing mostly with the deck lately, playing the black variant. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been actually doing pretty good lately because I didn't get a chance to record it, but at our last most recent locals, I guess I'll do like a mini locals report. By the way, this is the Monday tournaments. This is our sanctioned Bandai ones where we play for player points and all that stuff. Rankings in our area. So first round, I 2-0'd Blue Flare with all the new stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I wrecked that deck because they just can't handle a lot of. Here's the thing. Right now, I think we can all agree that the Digimon Tcg is going through a trend of the best decks being very, very tamer focused, reliant. So that's good for us, for Black War Greymon players, because that's our bread and butter. That's what we do. I mean, let's be real here. Let's see. Where are they? It should be. There it is. Sorry, I didn't have my deck organized usually more. So let's be honest here. These cards right here give those kind of decks nightmares. Let's be honest here. I think I've showed this already, but in case I haven't, I'll go over really quick. I got second at our at the store championship in our area, and so close to first, but oh well. And I managed to win this top 4 Hades Force, and it looks so amazing. I love it. Actually, I managed to get, because I forgot to show that on the channel. I was gonna post. I think I posted it on our Instagram, but that's different. If you don't follow our Instagram, go check that out. But I think I posted it there. But I managed to get 2 of them, luckily, because channel member Michael got 3rd, so he just gave me it, which is cool because I just gave him my Mega Death. I don't need it. So yeah, let's be honest. These cards right here, the top decks right now. Let's be real. It's definitely a toss between Hunters and Blue Flare. These cards make them cry. Let's be honest here. And then you got your more rogue decks. Got a lot of people going really crazy on Gaiomon lately. Like, I don't know about you guys, but my locals, I've been seeing tons of more Gaiomon decks lately. And ever since Hunters was released, you don't really see it as much. But there's still people who prefer Crossheart over Hunters. So, and then you got that, that takes care of that. So, realistically, if the trend keeps going, that's good for us. Sorry, I had to move that. That's good for us because that means we can still utilize what Black Wargreymon and Hades Force do best, and that's getting rid of tamers. And let's be honest here, most of the time those decks, when they don't have their tamer, oh, don't forget Red Hybrid as well. Red Hybrid, that's another big deck right now. That's very heavy tamer reliant. So, in all honesty, these cards just make them cry. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was playing against the guy who was playing Blue Flare. He looked actually pissed when I was deleting all his tamers. So, that was good. That's good for us. So, I 2-0'd that, and then the round 2, I played against Gaiomon. Actually, and I'm gonna be honest, really quick. The new Gaiomon support, pretty good. Like, anybody there is a Gaiomon player, you guys got some good stuff lately. That new rush thing they can do, and the fact they got raid now, that's pretty good. So I managed to 2-0 it still, but that's because everyone knows Black Wargreymon has an inherent. It's like a rock paper scissors thing. They just got like an inherent win, not an instant win, but advantage over Gaiomon just because how heavy they need their Takatos. So that's good for us. So that's basically what I did. Super cool dude, though. I know the guy. He's a really nice guy. So we just kept laughing the whole time. So that's there. The only round I lost was hilariously to a friend of our channel. If you've seen his Bwgm deck, which we gotta get him to update, I lost to him because finally my deck decided to brick on me. Let's be honest, this is what happens when you play stack decks like Black Wargreymon, or heck, even Machine Dramon players have it too. Let's be real, you have enough high level Digimon, you're gonna eventually break once or at least once. So I finally did. I had like 2 Black Wargreymon and like Hades Force, and I think like a Metal Gray X and like 1 rookie, and I couldn't even see any Greymons or ties. So what can you do? And if you know anything how Bwgm works, that deck is managed to rush down. So I managed to lose. That's the only one I lost, but it was with 2 friends. I wasn't mad. But at the same time, yeah, bricks happen. But basically, the reason I'm going over this is because I'm still experimenting with the deck, and I really do think that people are still sleeping on it. That's one of the big things I wanted to bring up when it comes to the deck in the current metagame. We have an inherent advantage because I guess you could almost say it's a bit of an anti-meta play because, like I said, some of the best decks in the game right now are extremely, extremely tamer reliant. I already went like Blue Flare, Hunters, Red Hybrid. They all need their tamers. And luckily, blowing up tamers is what Black Wargreymon players, that's what we do best. So, in all honesty, we have an inherent win over that. Not only that, we still got some of the best cards that Digivolve on top of Black Wargreymon. I can find it. Oh, there. I already went over Gaiomon, but really quickly. So really quick, I'll go over this one. Black War Gray X is still one of the best defensive cards we have. Not only can you make him a blocker with tie, but his ability to make your opponent's Digimon crash into him is super important. Especially when you get him up to a high enough DP level. I guarantee, no matter if you play the red or the black variant, I guarantee you'll be getting him to at least 16, maybe even 18 DP, 100 DP all consistently. And the best field you want to end on is having him and having your Gaiomon to do damage to security. Both of them really, but because Gaiomon gets more than 1 check. I gotta get a full art Black War Gray X. I've been slacking on that. But basically, that's the main play of the deck. You have your Black War Gray X on defense. And you can give Gaiomon as well. If you got more than 1 tie, you can give him blocker as well. But here's the reason in this version, a Black or Gray X, you used a jamming. What's it called? I just had it. Oh, there it is. That's why we run this Greymon in this build for Gaiomon, because it gives him jamming. That way, so basically, a Gaiomon with, let's say hypothetically, got the red X under it. Red X. Shout out to Teen Titans. If you got the red Metal Greymon X antibody, you're basically going to be swinging 3 checks with jamming. And that's extremely, extremely powerful. Not only that, by then you should have done some checks with your Black or Gray X probably, or even beforehand with some of your rookies if you've, if you're raising your Digimon in the raising area. So you're close to already winning. So now, not only that, you have your defense, and honestly, by that point, you should have already started deleting some of their tamers. So that's the main play of how this version of the deck works. And while I'm talking about this is where I wanted to bring up the new Gaiomon. Where did I put it? There it is. The new EX4 Gaiomon. Man, I can't get over how sick this looks. Seriously, I think one of the things is this card just looks amazing. All right, it should focus in a sec. There it is. Go ahead and pause right there. But basically, it is it's a play cost level 6 red black Digimon, and just like the original Gaiomon, I'll see this. Just like the original one, he has Dragonkin and X antibody in his traits. And the reason that's important, and why, honestly, I've been using the black variant, because we run this Agumon, and this Agumon lets you search for 2 cards on play. 1, a Digimon with Greymon in its name, and 2, a Digimon with Dragonkin in its traits. That's why it's so useful in this deck, because Black or Greymon, Black or Gray X, and Gaiomon, and as well as the new Gaiomon, and heck, even if you want to tech in the Raid Black War Gray, Black War the man, I tongue-tied myself right there. Let's see. There it is. If you want, you could even take in the black-red War Greymon, the regular one, the Raid one, because he's also Dragonkin. So that makes all of this easily searchable, including the new Gaiomon. I just want to go over that really quick. So that's important. There are a few downsides. The original Gaiomon, let's see. He can Digivolve for 2 on top of Black or Greymon. Unfortunately, this one can't. You got to play this one for the standard cost. You got to play it normally. So that kind of stinks, but hey, it's all right. So yeah, when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 13 or more. Now that's good, because that's more field manipulation, that's more board control, and you can easily get rid of something big and problematic, or something small that's getting in your way. Although I think this card would be better to play later game, and I'll go over why in a sec. And here it is. If no Digimon was deleted by this effect, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. Now that is nuts. Now, let's go over this really quick. Normally, your Gaiomon, your Black or Greymon X are swinging your opponent's security. Primarily your Gaiomon. Now, let's say you've done like 3 checks or so, and you maybe even swung already with your Black or Gray X before that. They're already out of security, give or take. Sometimes you can't predict everything that will happen in the game, but, on average, usually, let's go with that. Now, let's say you go into this guy. You use his ability to try to blow up your opponent's Digimon. Let's say they have no Digimon, but they still got to check. Okay. Or let's say hypothetically they don't and you swing at least. You do that, you're good. Now, because you're basically minusing them too, because it doesn't say anywhere you can't attack when using this, at the end of your turn, if you have a tamer in play, this Digimon may Digivolve into one card with Gaiomon in its name at a play cost of 13 or more in your hand, ignoring its Digi-Evolution requirements and without paying the cost. So think about it. You could normally, like, let's say hypothetically, you have your Gaiomon, like you have another one in hand or something, or you haven't even played your Gaiomon yet. You've been like using Black or Gray X mostly for defense. Well, that's okay because you play your new Gaiomon, you swing, and let's say even hypothetically you have more than one. Like you have the Metal Gray X that gives you will give you an extra security, or if you're even playing the red hybrid build and you have like your double check the Greymon that gives you an extra security, or if you have tie in play, whichever memory setter you play, you're gonna be hitting for multiple checks. And if you didn't delete a Digimon, you're depleting them so many of their securities. And the reason why this next part is great is this. You can, at the end of the turn, you can play the original Gaiomon on top of it for free. And remember, this is Gaiomon's ability. As long as he has a red or a black Digimon in play in his Digivolution sources, his abilities go off. 1, he'll gain a security attack. 2, if there are any other Digimon on your opponent's side of the field that can be, he could Digivolve them, which is going to be really useful with freaking Rune mode everywhere right now. Well, not everywhere. I mean, it's not. In the past, I may have accidentally overshot it. It's not as bad as Death X at its prime, where that card was literally everywhere. But this is gonna be the Gaiomon is gonna be very useful for us when dealing with Rune mode because just Digivolve it. There you go. Okay, but the point is though, you Digivolve the Rune mode, which by the way, that's another discussion. I'll probably go over it later. But that is another thing we could bring up, the idea of playing the older BT11 Metal Gray X because he can't have his DP reduced. So that might be something to consider. Oh man, I'm sorry, I always do this. But now that I'm talking about it, might as well bring it up really quick. Here it is. In case anyone's new to it or hasn't used it a lot. When Digivolving until the end of your opponent's turn, this Digimon can't have its DP reduced by your opponent's effects, and isn't affected by Digivolving, which is really good against a lot of decks right now. So that's something to consider because with Rune mode, a lot of people try to tech that into like Bwgm, or I've been hearing people try to bring back Bellstarmon with that card. This card is honestly going to be pretty useful for us. So, but that's something I wanted to bring up. I'll put it over here. So basically, you use your your old one, your new one. If you don't blow anything up, you get to mill the security, and then you get to swing. And let's say you're swinging for at least 1 or 2 checks. That's great because now you get to go into your older Gaiomon, and remember he has Blitz as well. So he can just Blitz and go like, let's say. If you manage to completely deplete your opponent of their security, you just go into your Gaiomon and you win right there because you swing for free. Or you'll be minusing them so much of their security, they might not have anything left to play. Because let's say if you didn't blow anything up, that means they probably don't have any Digimon left in play. And don't forget, Gaiomon himself is still a blocker and all that. I mean, if you have the tie in play. But most likely you probably will anyways. And it's even better. This combo is even better if you have Black or Gray X too. Because these two are very annoying, like the perfect combo for your opponent to get really annoyed. So, I think this new Gaiomon is actually pretty good. I don't think it's like crazy good, but I think it's really has its home in the Black or Greymon deck. Although, I think it also depends on how many you want to play. Maybe 1 or 2. I think 1 would just be perfect because you can already search him, but thanks to the black variant, he's even more easily searchable. So I think one is fine. So that's where I wanted to go over. I wanted to talk about right now. I think Black Bwgm is a very strong deck still and very underrated. Like I think by underrated, I just mean that you see, I don't know. I guess it maybe isn't. It could just be a me thing, but it's just that a lot of people, you see a lot of people get rid of it or something, or you see a lot of people say it's dead ever since it got hit. But that's one of the things I like to do is here on the channel I like to talk about it still because I don't like to drop stuff that I enjoy personally. If any of you play Yu-Gi-Oh watching this, I played Heroes when Stratos was banned. I don't, that sort of thing doesn't stop me. But I don't want to drop Bwgm. I want to keep improving it. So if you got any other suggestions, like if I'm forgetting something, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Like I said, we try to read and we try to reply to every one of them. Sometimes we just plain don't forget. But that's all I wanted to talk about. Black Bwgm, because of right now the state of the game, where a lot of people or a lot of decks, hunters, blue flare, red hybrid, are extremely focused on their tamers. That makes it a lot. We still have a big role to play because, again, like I said, deleting tamers is the deck's bread and butter. What else? And I also want to talk about the new Gaiomon. It's extremely powerful, and I just went over like ways this card can be utilized and how powerful it could really be. So that's something I want to talk about, and that's everything for right now. Like I said, if you're excited for our 100 subscriber special, or you've been looking forward to it, don't worry, it should be out by Friday. As when this video goes up, it should be up the Friday of this week when this video goes up, so it'll be up as soon as possible. Like I said, we decided to schedule things, all that sort of stuff. So that's it for here, and honestly, just thanks for stopping by. Take care, and like I said at the beginning of the video, let me know what's been the craziest polls you've ever had from a set, whether it was something you wanted or something your friend wanted, and you just gave it to them or something, or you gave them a good deal at least. So let me know, and just have a great day. Take care. Bye.